NBA season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Good go.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll go down at the 28. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
The Vikings and Saints, you might recall, they battled in the wild card round a season ago, and it was the guys in purple who came in and pulled off the upset, with Kirk Cousins finding Kyle Rudolph in the end zone in overtime to sew up a 26-20 win.
On 2nd down, Kamara might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker Will Lutz for the field goal attempt. And this one a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Taken in the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down now, it's Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Gain on the play, and it's third down.
Now Kaepernick. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Play of 38 yards officially, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
46-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense and win column result.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
10 at the 33-yard line.
So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. A good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Breeze now. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Breeze. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll make
make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Kaepernick going to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete.
Kaepernick on the keeper. Intended for Adam Thielen. Incomplete. 3 and...
Here's Britton Colquitt now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Nothing our score after 1.
The score, Saints 6, Vikings nothing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the ground, Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
37-yard line.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make our score 9-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At at the 23. It's 2nd and 12.
Now Kaepernick. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. On his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
He can run for it, and he will.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Credit the tackle to Jalen Holmes.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
At the 34-yard line.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Breeze. Looking left side, he's going in. It's Murray. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
7-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now.
Makes the score Saints 9, Vikings 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
Amir Abdullah deep for Minnesota.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Abdullah to return.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
6-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yes, he started punting.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
This will make it into the end zone.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they'll go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Looking for a running back, and he's got it. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. That's out to the left and complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Kamara. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. It's caught. It's Thomas. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
At the 4-yard line.
try to pound it in. Kamara. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Taken down right.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. To throw is Breeze. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Josh Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. To throw, it's Breeze. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in Q3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force it.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yannick Ngakoue. Just as hard to say his name as he is to block. He's there in on the stop that time. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Now Breeze. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Taken down.
I haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Saints 22, Vikings 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Vikings on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Give to Cook out of the gun. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
The ball carrier.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. We're quickly to Thielen here. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 26. 11 yards there, first down.
First down.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Complete. Jefferson to target.
Complete.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. B.C. Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score.
Saints 22, Vikings 14.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Saints on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's caught on the right side of Smith. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 33-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
7.
Now Breeze. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
And here comes Abdullah on the return.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because...
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
At the 30-yard line.
Now Kamara. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Kamara.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here's Murray. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the 4th quarter when you've got the lead. Your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
This is Murray. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it.
Today's final score is Saints 22.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Saints, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.